the last thing we wanted to talk about really fast because we're coming up on an hour was I wanted to go back and talk about we talked about Samurai Jack being removed from HBO Max.
HBO.
And so some of the heads of HBO, or at least the cartoon side of HBO, the animation side, were talking about how they've been moving their cartoons to other platforms for a while and that it's been working out for them. And I have mixed feelings about it because initially, you had Warner Brothers Animation and you had Cartoon Network and Hanna-Barbera. Like Hanna-Barbera, before it was bought by Warner, it was its own thing. Hanna-Barbera, shout out to them, love them.
Hanna-Barbera.
And then they were purchased. And so I think when they were bought by AT&T, they merged the animation studios together and had one person kind of overseeing them, or a group of people overseeing them. And that had its own ups and downs. And then recently they were trying to separate them again a little bit. And what they found was that putting certain television shows in different places, licensing them out, brought upon a new revenue stream, which is what I was saying earlier, not earlier, but episodes ago, when I was talking about, it was interesting that HBO's content was showing up on Netflix. And I was like, that's interesting because you are trying to get people over to your streamer. At the same time, you're double dipping in the sense where, oh, this movie didn't perform however well we thought it should perform. Netflix will pay us to have it on here because it blusters their, catalog, if you will. And so we'll set up a licensing agreement with them and they'll get paid that way because they don't get paid via commercials. Well, I mean, they do for their, lower tier stuff now, but there was no commercial revenue that you would have like for TV. And so it made sense to license it out. But what I didn't realize was that they are purposefully removing shows to say like Hulu, and in order to garner the attention that they aren't getting elsewhere, and it's been saving shows. So for instance, you might have a show like the Adventure Time spinoff, I think that's what it is going to be on Hulu, or the Batman Cape Crusader, that show is on Amazon Prime. And so that show has been doing really well. It's got a second season coming out now, actually. And so it's working in a sense. Like, yeah, you can go here and see it, but it also, if you're worried about your streamer not getting a lot of subscribers, why are you moving popular shows to other places? Like, why are you, and the idea with it, you can save it, right? You can save this show by having a new season on another platform. I don't understand. And it doesn't always work out. For instance, Scavenger's Reign was on HBO Max first. It went to Netflix with the hope was for it to get a second season. It didn't. Now, granted, those creators are still doing fine because their other show has a second season that was revealed, but it didn't work out. Now, granted, they got some money for moving it, but it didn't work out for the show. And so we look at, like, let's say Samurai Jack being moved over to AdultSwim.com. I don't know how good AdultSwim.com is in terms of money making, but I feel like that might have been a shorthanded, like that might have been not the best move. Granted, I don't crunch the numbers, so take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt. It just makes sense to have your evergreen thing shows on your streamer to get people to stream and pay you. And I do understand it when they do the bundle where you have the Hulu, HBO Max, and Disney Plus. It's like, okay, I'm paying for all this anyways, and it's intertwined. So yeah, if one of our shows is on Hulu, fine. But on the flip side, like, if you want people who want to, like, if you know that this is making money, why not have it also on your streamer, or at the very least come to your streamer later? Like, Amazon gets a certain amount of time and then it'll be on HBO.
Right.
I was around. Yeah, I was watching the new Adventures of My Adventures with Superman. I was catching up on that on HBO Max, and that's a great show. I don't understand. And what I will say is they were saying that they were trying to invest more in adult animation versus younger, kids or whatever. They couldn't find room for it, so that's also why he was putting it in other places. I think, and I can't remember the guy's name, but I think he's doing what he's trying to do is solid. Because the higher ups are saying we don't want to make kids shows anymore, and he's like, well, you can, let's just put them on Hulu, right? But I feel like it is overall it's not working out for them because they're still in the red with HBO Max. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I feel like they're still doing silly, or they're still making short-sighted, decisions, and I think that is affecting them, which is why they're currently in the situation they are in with potentially being
Mhm.
bought by Paramount Plus.
I mean, honestly, I blame Hot D. It's Hot D's fault. I blame House of the Dragon. I'm gonna
Oh
just
gosh.
because and that's another show, y'all, but it's their fault. It is.
Yeah. They're making
It's
money, it seems, at the
I don't
very
know what
least.
they're doing, but what they are doing is doing it making a show that's trash. I don't care what anybody says. Sorry, it is another show. We will tell you, we will talk about how we feel about Hot D since it is on right now, but we will go into it and how I still to this day don't like that show.